Good morning, my people, my peeps. Y'all get in here. I'm gonna give you a quick update regarding my video last night. Regarding the Soylent Greens video last night. Good morning to my chosen ones and targeted individuals. We're gonna have a quick conversation. While I get ready. I'm moving kind of slow here. You know, let me get into it. Turn off my little morning music. Y'all see? Okay. Let me fix myself. I get ready. The hate out here is real, guys. It looks too bright or something back there. I always got a doggone foggy camera. But anyway, I'm getting ready, guys, and I just thought that I would come on here really quick and give you guys an update regarding the video I did last night with the meat that they so-called served me meat, the human. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what it was, guys, but that's what it looked like. But anyway, that video that I made, that I recorded last night, and several people were on the live stream, and I also did a video. I showed you guys a video where I showed you a young man on TikTok. He had a video showing a human breast, okay? Guys, the hate is so real out here. Somebody reported that doggone video. Somebody reported the video, yes indeed. And so it was blocked. And so I wanted to show you guys really quick how the devil don't want no one to know the truth about what's going on. He just wants people on these doggone YouTube streets to be acting a fool and don't want God's soldiers out here spreading the word. I'm trying to tell you. When I went back on, because you know, after you go live, if you go live on YouTube, it'll automatically put it to private put your videos to private unless you change the setting, right? And so last night I went back in to change the setting, and some of you guys seen it. It was blocked, and I was like, oh, okay, somebody has reported it because I didn't get an email. If YouTube blocks it for you know, copyright or something along those lines, you'll get an email and it'll say, you know, you've been blocked, copyright, or they'll give you the reason why your video was blocked. So I'm waiting for this doggone email to come. And then I'm like, well, somebody had to block it because it must be being reviewed, right? And so I went on and I did another video showing that it was blocked, okay? This morning I woke up, it was unblocked. I guess they reviewed it, and I was like, okay, well before it was unblocked, I said, well, maybe it's because I have human, what was the original title? And I'm gonna show you guys really quick to, okay, hold on. Let me get y'all down here. Flip this around. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hold on. Flip this around really quick. Okay, so last night I came back on and it says reported. Wow. Follow me, and I gave my other channel because I didn't know exactly what was going on. But obviously, sorry for shaking out. Obviously, somebody reported the doggone video. But as you can see, it's unlocked, right? This is the original video from last night. It's unlocked. And last night it was only like, it was 50 people that, 50 some odd people who had saw this live last night. Okay. When they blocked the video, I was like, what could they have, what did I say in there that could have been so wrong regarding me talking about Soylent Greens or what's going on? You know, I ain't say those words that they block us for, right? So I said, well, let me change the title. I said, is it beef or what? This was human, right? The what was human. So I changed that, but it still was blocked. They still had me on block. So I was like, okay, forget it. I went to, let me turn this back around. I went to sleep, and when I woke up, it was unblocked. So they must have reviewed the, YouTube must have reviewed the video, and unblocked it. All I can say is, when I say, if you truly have a message, if you truly are on this platform, you know, spreading a real and true message, you're not faking out here. Nobody, who the hell, first of all, would want to come on a live stream talking about, I just got served Soylent meats? Who the hell would want to do that? Nobody in their right mind. At first I thought it got blocked because when I went back to the restaurant to turn the food, to get my refund, but I kept the food because I want to get it tested or something. I thought about contacting the company, but let me not get off track. When I pulled into the restaurant, right, guys, there was nobody in the parking lot. And then a car came, and it was a silver car, and a black guy got out. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was wearing, but he got out. And good morning, Queen of the South. How you doing this morning? And then I was gonna do my face while I was sitting here, but I'll wait till I get off live. He got out. So within that video, I got him on the video, and he had the red top and the black pants on, right? The uniform for gang stalking. And then I got, when I was talking, like the young girl at the restaurant, I mean, she was giving me the death stare. And I'm telling you guys, I peeps everything out. I peeps out the scene. Because the quiet ones, quiet as it's kept, let me tell you this, okay? Quiet as it's kept. The people that are loud, the people that loud talk, the people that got so much to say, running their mouth, half the time, don't worry about them, because they punks, they weak, they just got loud mouths. That's all it is. Them quiet ones in the cut, they moving quiet. Those are the ones you got to worry about, okay? The other ones just got a loud bark, no bite. So that the girl, little young girl, and look innocent. Do y'all remember? It reminded me of These Are the Men in Black, the Men in Black movie, when they went to like the range, and Will Smith was shooting at the range, and they had the alien pop up, and you would shoot the bad guy, and Will Smith shot the little girl with the glasses in the books, and the man was like, his trainer was like, what are you doing? Why are you? And he was like, nah, she the one. She the one. What's she doing in the hood at night with school books? Y'all remember that scene? Well, yeah, she was the one, all quiet in the cut, but giving me the evil eye, the death stare. And I was like, look, sis, get your eyes off me. Keep your eyes off me. Don't be looking at me like that. Yeah, I see you. And as soon as I said that, the white guy that had been helping me, you know what? I think I'm gonna show y'all that scene. Instantly steps in front of her because he knew I was not videoing, but I had you guys on live. I had you on live. So he stepped in front to try to block her being on live. And so I'm thinking, when I got blocked last night, they, oh, hold on, let me tell you this too. When I got blocked, it went to unlist. The video went to unlisted because I said, let me try to share it or download it so that I can have the video, because I was going to put it on another platform. It went to unlisted, so it wasn't tagged as my video, and it stayed like that until this morning. So I don't even know if you go on my page, if you can actually see the video, or if you have to get the title, because it was so freaking strange last night. I was like, oh, okay, they really playing games out here. They don't want the message out, but I'm gonna show you just how people was moving, how they be scared out here, and they don't want to be revealed. They don't want to be revealed. Let me see if I can get to that part. I'm gonna take y'all to hold on. I'm hyped. I'm gonna take y'all to okay. I'm gonna show this part because I don't know if I'm gonna get it to exact part, but I got it close enough. And then the black guy, I had to check him too. I had to check him. Let me tell you something. I'm the type of person, I don't care if you black, white, whatever you are. If you're a true person, stay true to you. I'm not gonna be around a Mexican, I don't care what you are. I'm not gonna be in the midst of Mexicans or white folks trying to act like a white person. And y'all know when I say trying to act like a white person, because that means you're not confident in who you are, in yourself. And you're trying to side, trying to be a part of the clique, any clique that you're in. If wrong is wrong, wrong is wrong. If right is right, right is right. Brother man up in the restaurant, when he thought I couldn't hear because I was walking away, trying to tell the young girl, I told you about staring at people like that. And there's something else he said, and I said, yeah, get it right. I said, yeah, I can hear you. And then I left out. And then when I came back, because I had to come back because they kept the little receipt, then I heard him in there trying to side with them. And I'm like, I told him, I said, when the lockdown come, brother, they ain't gonna be the ones for you. I said something along those lines. Now there's gonna be Mexicans and whites that have their own mind, that think on their own, that don't have to side and try to relate to or turn their personality into what they perceive to be a white person's personality and demeanor and the way they talk. No, however they are, whatever their personality is, they're gonna stay true to themselves. Okay, he was trying to sway, and I was like, no, but that ain't gonna help you when the lockdown come, when that purge come. You better get real friends, is what was trying to tell him. And then he was trying to say, oh, under his breath, oh, they be acting like that. But y'all, let me play this so y'all can see how the guy, how that man tried to hide the girl. Okay, I'm gonna let it roll. It's when I was talking to this white guy, and I wasn't even trying to show their face at first. But then the black guy, oops, and take up, like he gonna do something because I'm black. We don't relate like that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Like he was gonna handle something. You better go sit down. That's what he better had done. You see the arm of the black guy? He gonna try to come to the register. You see him try to step up? He ain't no general manager or nothing. Okay, that's the alien right there in the back. The little girl that looked like she innocent. That's the one I had to check last night. The one Will Smith would have shot if she would have been at the range with the school books. There go the gang stalker that came in. But he had came in the restaurant way before I did, y'all. Way before I did. Listen. Keep your eyes off me like that. You don't know me, okay? You don't know me. Keep your eyes off of me like that. You got that innocent look on. You see how he came around that corner and tried to block her view? That wasn't about What, brother? Oh, wait a minute. Brother man. Hold on. It ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna help you to kiss up. I heard you when I got good ears. I heard you when I was walking out. It ain't gonna help you to kiss up, baby. Not when the lockdown comes. It ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna help you. And then hold on. Let me put it on pause. Okay, turn this back around. Okay. So, because I'm sitting here wondering, I'm like, why in the heck would they block the video? Because was it because I got some of their perps on camera, like that young girl? A lot of people, you know what? Put me and that young girl beside each other and say something went wrong. They put me in jail before they would put her in jail, and that's just called profiling. That's just called profiling. But sis had her eyes on me, something wicked. So yeah, I had checked her, and so I was like, and I checked the brother too. So that wasn't even about no race thing. It was about be who you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, well, the video is back online. So, you know, it's not protecting whoever it's supposed to be protecting. I don't know. But my next thought was somebody had to block it. Somebody had to block it. Somebody had to have reported the video. Okay, guys? And so anyway, the video is back. Watch it before. I don't know if it'll get taken down. I'm not going to take it down. I don't even know if you can go on to my page and watch it because how it was getting flipped and flopped last night. It's just crazy out here that people would rather report something in living color that you can see gang stalking in living color take effect. I don't just go around waiting to record gang stalkers. I don't do that. I have no time for that. Okay, I just don't. But when something along those lines with that meat, that's relevant. That is something to be recorded. You see what I'm saying? That's something to be documented. When I recorded, what was it, the other day about the receipt, the food and being, you know, they kept the bags at the store and I had to go back and all that. These things I record because they're relevant. Just that's simple as that. But for somebody to go and report that says a lot. Says a lot to me that they're shaking in their boots. That they're scared. It boggles my mind that us that report on this community harassment, what's going on in the world, because that last night just is not something that will affect me. These rancid meats, these bad products, they're going to be affecting everyone. So I said, let you guys know they blocked my stuff, and somebody's a show enough hater, a show enough hater out here, and I'm gonna keep on, hater, if you're watching and listening. I'm gonna keep on making my videos, and you can keep on hating and being miserable in your life. You can keep on running back to your handlers and enjoy your unfulfilled life. Although we are targeted, although we are chosen, what do I have right here? I was getting ready to wash my face, y'all. Although we are chosen, well, I washed my face. Oh, that's what I was going to show y'all too. Although we are chosen, you still have a mission. I was going to show you guys these Yardleys that I had got from the store. These are really good. So I went back and got some more because they're washcloths, and I didn't get to show you guys. Although we are chosen and targeted, you still have a mission. Okay, guys, you still have a mission. You still have a purpose here on this planet. Fulfill your purpose and just continue to go day by day and let them follow you, watch you, and try to stop you. Okay? And try to stop you. Because that's all they're going to do. See, well, let me show you these before I get off of here. These are how big these are actual washcloths wipes, and they smell really good, and they're sturdy. I wanted to show you guys this before I go, because you know, one of my other channel is about health and beauty, but affordable. So I got those from the Dollar Tree, and getting prepared and preparedness, being prepared for what is to come. And also last night I talked about, you know, the Soylent meat, the products in your grocery stores. You know, there's always been this battle between vegan and meat eaters. Well, meat eaters, guys, be careful, because I don't normally eat beef. That to me just did not, it looked like it was human flesh. Stay true to you and your mission, and don't concern yourself with foolishness out here. That's what I have to continue to say to myself, not only to you all. I say this to myself too. Don't be concerned with I look around. Don't be concerned with other people and their hatred for you or their disapproval because they feel that you should be doing what they want you to do. You should be, you know, joining their gang stalking crew. I don't know. Whatever triggers these people, whatever makes them so upset, because some of us believe that that we were put on the list from birth, which I'm starting to sway more towards that, or some of us believe that we are targeted because of people, because you pissed somebody off. And that's true too, because you have people that have emotional disorders, because I'm not going to use the trending word that everybody loves to use. Emotional disorders, and they can't regulate their emotions because they are dealing with arrested development. So you're dealing with people out here that are actually 3, 4 toddlers in the mind, but physically they have the body of an adult. And you're dealing with these type of people, and it can only take a little bit to trigger them, to upset them, and they can't process it right because they are dealing with arrested development. They think that they can analyze a situation correctly, but they don't. What they do is they round up their flying monkeys, their so-called friends, to go out and try to deal with a situation that could have been dealt with through conversation, or simply could have been dealt with just walking away. Just walking away, leaving things as is. You have women dealing with husbands, ex-husbands, friends, uh, and not just women. You have men too. You that may have been upset from a divorce or from working at a company, and they put you on these watch lists, these targeting lists, to make your life hell because they couldn't deal with no. They couldn't deal with rejection. You see, um, and that's basically what it sums up to. The people that put you on a list couldn't deal with some form of rejection that or some form of a rebuttal that you gave to them. And so now you must be destroyed in their toddler mindset, in their toddler thinking, you see. And when I say thinking, this is the cognitive development in the mind. Because when we're born, we go through different milestones of development. Okay, that's why the Bible, God said, when I was a child, I thought like a child. When I was an adult, I think like an adult. Well, some adults still think like children. And so the only way that they know how to handle a situation is handle it by sending out other people to target you. Hello, hello. Which in a sense is called they're flying monkeys. My neighbor loves to bang on the cabinets all day. Yeah, you know, those are different tactics. The banging on the cabinets is what is it, noise campaign. It's just that it boggles my mind to think that nobody could disrupt my soul that much to where I need to have people go out and let me know that every waking and sleeping moment of the day, every activity or inactivity, if they laying on the damn couch, if they sitting on the toilet, I need to know. There is nobody in the world, especially somebody who I didn't get along with, somebody who it just wasn't happening with. It is what it is. It is. I would not want to know their every wakening moments. Move on, kick rocks. That's what I say. Kick rocks. Keep it push. Don't turn back. It is what it is. I don't need to know what you're doing, your next move, when the last time you took a dump. Who gives a damn? But toddlers, babies, who throw tantrums as adults. That's what gang stalking is on that end. Your people who are dealing with arrested development. You're emotionally deprived, immature. I don't even want to. Well, they're human, but some of them, like I've already explained to you, possess are possessed by an entity as well. And you know, I've had these conversations before with you guys about that. But until, you know, a lot of you guys see it for yourselves, you won't believe it. That's another story for another day. But nevertheless, it was just so amazing. And I don't know why I keep saying it was amazing that someone would want to report a video. Let me see what you're saying. I shouldn't think that that's amazing because I'm targeted. And for what? I don't know. For what reason? So it's not amazing that somebody would report a video when somebody got pissed maybe, because they got rejected, you know, because they tried to play mind games and got rejected. So they put you on a targeting list. Or because you're a truth teller, they put you on a targeting list. They don't want nobody to know the truth. Those are those people dealing with arrested development. They don't want nobody to know the truth. They can't be exposed. No, 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 no. And they will fight tooth and nail to hide the truth. So that's probably how some of you guys have been put on the list. Following from room to room, dropping things on the floor, disturbing your Wi-Fi. Yeah. And let me say this: following you from room to room and dropping things on the floor. Like if you live in a apartment, I mean, you can live anywhere basically, but if you live in an apartment, and because that happened to me when I lived in my apartment, and it was, you know, everywhere I went, I was like, okay. So when I was young, when we were young, my mom would get the broom when we had loud neighbors upstairs and take the broom and hit the broom to the ceiling. So when my gang stalking started and that following you to room happened, I had did that, but it didn't stop anything. And then when I had went to a my lips feel dry. I'm gonna use this towel so it doesn't and start doing my stuff so I can get ready to go while I'm on here. But when I had went room to room doing that, it didn't stop. And then when I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna you know, go to the, because I told you I was chased by demons, and I found out that monitoring spirits. Okay, there are different types of monitoring spirits, but there are also spirits that are harassing spirits. And that's where you get people that do gang stalking as well. They do the harassing, they have a harassment spirit. That's why they do these things. They can have it dwell within them, or they can have the harassing spirits, you know, around them. Okay, so that's what happens too. So some people, they will experience light flickering, cabinets opening and closing by themselves. Excuse me. That's when that's more with the harassing spirits, but the harassing spirits can do the noises too as well. So just know that. I just wanted to put that out there. I desperately want this torture to end. Do you think seeing a psychotherapist can get? Let me say this. I don't know what is your name. I don't know if you believe in the Most High. The torture is not going to end like you want it to end. You have been awakened, okay? For a reason. These evil entities, these evil people working with entities have always existed, okay? They always existed. So the torture is not going to end. You've been awakened to see exactly what the torture is and what's going on, and now you are in the fire. You are being tested to see. You are being proven to see if you are going to come out like pure gold. So I ask and I say, I don't know if you believe in the Most High, because he sent Jesus down here, and he literally had to die. Like a lot of people who follow the Most High, we will have to die, and you will have to come to that understanding and fear not death. Your torture is not going to end, because Jesus, Yahweh's torture did not end. It only increased unto his death, because he came down here for a mission. And you have a mission as well. So if that helps you to go see a psychologist, it's always good to talk to people. I think some of us that come on here and we talk like I'm talking to you guys and letting you guys know is a form of therapy and help as well. So I would never say that's not a good thing, but knowing the system and knowing how the system operates, when they put stuff on when they document things, that's never a good thing. Because when you go to see a psychologist or psychiatrist, they're going to document your visit. And like I said before, with my targeting, when it began, I actually had to go to the doctor because of a physical injury. And what was wrote in my doctor's notes was not the same. And I had went to the emergency room, guys. And when you go to the emergency room, and especially if you're in pain, and when I went to 2 emergency rooms that night. Well, not that night. I went to one that night, and they couldn't do anything. They had to actually, and they probably, I didn't know I was targeted at the time, but they said that they couldn't do anything, that I would have to go to another emergency room the next day. And so so you know how they discharge you and you take and you sign the paperwork, right? So they discharged me and I signed the paperwork and I left. I left the emergency room. I had to go to another emergency room, and when I went to that emergency room, guys, the injury was so bad. They had to literally get me in an ambulance because they said I couldn't move anymore because the injury would get worse. And they had to what do they call it? Just transport me by ambulance to the next town, to a whole different hospital, y'all. And then when I got there, I had surgery. I was scheduled for surgery. But I'm telling you this because after all of that, when you're going through all of that and you're discharged and everything, a lot of to the emergency room, and we have not read the full discharge papers. How about when I got the papers, because I went to the police department and everything, y'all. I got those doggone the paperwork from the emergency room. And the police, we were going over it, and he was saying, the police officer pointed out something in the my medical records from the emergency room was not even true, y'all. But the perp that was with me, have y'all ever seen in movies where people are in the actual hospital room, but the loved one or somebody is outside talking to the doctor before they come in the room, and you can well, in the movies they show that. But when I was in the emergency room, I could hear the perp, and I know he was a perp at the time, outside talking to the doctor. And outside talking to the doctor, and then they came in. And guys, I didn't put this together at the time because I was going through some trials and tribulations, okay? So I didn't put this together. So when they came in, I just was thinking they were so concerned, and because when they came in and then they had to break the news to me, and then that I had to go to this emergency room, right? And this other emergency room ASAP. So I was thinking that that's what they were talking about outside of the room. And when to me, you know, what was said outside, and under the distress and everything, he said, your husband and I were outside discussing, you know, what is going on with you, blase, blase, right? And I was like, when he said my husband, the guy was not my husband. My mistake was not correcting the doctor. Y'all hear me? Not correcting that doctor at the time. Because the perp made it seem as if that was my husband with me, that he was my husband that was with me. And he wasn't. He was not my husband. So whatever he said to that doctor, that's what they wrote down in my medical records, y'all. But the injury and what he said, did not match. Did not match at all. At all. So that I found it when I got that information, it was hard. It proved harder for me to prove my case, but it still was documented, and it's still, the case was still there. And guys, was so serious. Do y'all know what is that lady's name? She represents all of those big profile cases out of Gloria. I'm trying to think of her name. Gloria. She's a high profile lawyer. Gloria Stanton Galbert. She got brown hair and she represents high profile cases. I actually talked to her about my case. Gloria Steinem, Gloria Aldridge. There you go. That's her. Yes. I actually called Gloria Aldridge. I'll show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can screenshot because I still got her number in my phone saved. I called her. She's in California because this was going to be a high profile case, y'all. And that's why I thought my targeting started from this being a high profile case. So I called her. And lawyers, I didn't know this at the time because I wasn't the type, but I surely became the type to file a lawsuit. Because I always tried to handle things person to person, adult to adult. But sometimes you're not dealing with adults. And I did not know that. And I was in my late 30s. And I didn't realize everybody is not equally developed. With development, I'm thinking like you might have mildly, you might have people with Down syndrome. You might have people with not Alzheimer's. What's the other one? Autistic. We don't call people retarded, but back in my day, you know how they used to call people retarded, but now they have the different classifications people go by. So these are the different developments people have. So this is all I thought. I knew nothing about emotional people with emotional development, narcissism. I knew nothing about the devil that lies within people that have arrested development. So I always thought you could talk to people, you can work things out and not have to take people to court, especially people you've been knowing and dealing with, close to you. Oh no. So after that happened, I called Gloria, what's her name? Gloria Aldridge. And I told her what my case and what was going on. Guys, if you have to contact a lawyer, you have to give they're going to take what is it called? I want to give y'all the right wording. They're going to do a intake. It's like an intake. They're going to ask you questions and everything because ain't nobody got time to be wasting your time, and you damn sure ain't going to be wasting no lawyer's time when they can be dealing with someone who has an actual case that they can possibly win. Deposition. Okay, is that what it's called? Deposition. I know. I think that's what it's called. So before they even take your case, I want to represent you because lawyers don't have to represent you. she was taking my information. And so, hold on, guys. I got to turn off this fan. She don't be deleting the message. You know I'm gonna see that message later. Y'all can delete all y'all want to. I'm gonna show see it. So I hope you wasn't saying nothing crazy. Um, so they took my deposition, our information. If it's deposition, I don't know, but that's what was said in the chat. And she said yes. She said she would represent me. However, just like police have districts, lawyers have districts as well. And by me being in Texas and her being in California, that she couldn't represent me here in Texas. And I was like, oh, shoot. But at the time, she gave me, because, the lawyers, they be knowing, especially high profile attorneys. She gave me a lawyer's name to a lawyer here in Dallas, which I contacted him. So, and it went from there. And so that's why I was saying, that brought me all the way here, but it was basically about the hospital or going to a therapist, because everything that you do regarding police, regarding hospitals, therapy, they're going to write it down. And I don't want to say not to go if you feel you need to go speak with the therapist, but you have to be proactive and knowing what they're writing in the notes, and make sure you have copies of what they wrote when you go to your therapy session, because you don't want in the end for that to be flipped on you so that they can possibly lock you up in an institution or something along those lines. Because if you know anything about the practice of therapy and therapists, all of it was used to lock people up, basically, control people's lives. I mean, they did that a lot in the 1918s and 20s, and they had insane asylums, and they did that off of the whim of what people said, parents. They would lock these people up, and half the time there was nothing wrong with these people, but this was the opportunity for them to get free subjects to do experiments on. They couldn't just go and get people to experiment on. So that's where you got your what is it called? They lobotomize people, where lobotomy deals with opening your scalp and your brain. So in these insane asylums, they would lobotomize people. They would torture them, basically, electrocute, send electric shock waves through people, which eventually would cause people to go crazy or be suicidal, because they were getting tortured in these insane asylums. And that's where your history of therapy, well, a part of the history of therapists and psychologists, all of that stems from. Even in psychology of children, there are very well-known psychologists, psychiatrists that we had to study dealing with child development. And it's about controlling other human beings, and just be careful is what I say. Anyone, like I said, I'm weaning myself from going to the doctors, because I'm trying to learn about healing my body naturally. But yet and still, I still have to go to the doctor every now and again. Like, I'm following up on some other stuff. And I need to know what, especially if it's a emergency room, when you sign off on that paperwork, Um, there was one content creator. This was back in the day when it was a lot more content creators a while back that had more relevant and prevalent information regarding gang stalking and tactics you should be aware of when dealing with this. So this one content creator has said, never sign your name to any documentation. Always sign Jane Doe because they wouldn't have any. Your signature couldn't lock you into anything. You know, I can't remember what content creator has said that, but in some aspects, like had I known that and signed Jane Doe to that emergency room paperwork, that would not have been relevant. But at the time, who would have thought the person, I tell you, people that's close to you, right, sitting next to you, laying in the bed with you, can be your worst enemy, can be so freaking like I never thought of people in an evil sense or people being evil. My mom used to always actually say, you have rose-colored glasses on coming through life, meaning that I see everything positive, meaning that I didn't know what that meant for the longest time, but she would always say, you have rose-colored glasses on. And this person is this, I gave people a chance, the opportunity, too many opportunities. And because I don't want you to say, and you put in your mind that you have to cut somebody off at their first offense because we all have days where we might piss somebody off, or you might be pissed off and say something or do something that rubs somebody the wrong way. That's not, you don't just cut people off because of that. So don't get me wrong when I say, just cut them off, or these people are your enemies. Or if you're married, you know what I'm saying? Because right in these days and times, we have these microwave marriages. People are not staying married for long periods of time. They think 4 or 5 years, 7 years of marriage is a long time in these days and times, which is not. But anyway, when somebody offends you or do something, you have to have conversations with these people. Unless they do something like literally kill somebody or something like that, yeah, you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to be friends with them. You move on from there. But just, you have to build up your discernment and how you interact with people. And I had to learn that the hard way because I thought people were who they are, and a lot of people truly are drawn to you, and necessarily what I've come to realize, the games that people play, you really not paying attention to these people, but they'll send somebody else to you to plant ideas in your head to where, oh, well, let me meet this person. Let me talk to this person. Okay? But in all, it was a plan. A plan. And from there, if you don't follow through with their plot because it's always been a plan of theirs, then they're going to try to destroy you in some aspect. I found that out as well within this program. I was like, okay. And the main thing is destroying your reputation, destroying you as a person. That's, especially if they feel that you've accomplished things in your life, you've done things, or if you've overcome certain situations in your life. Because a lot of people have maybe started off on the wrong path and changed their lives and people recognize the change in their life, and so therefore they may have rubbed a person the wrong way that recognized the change and want to bring them down a notch or two and have them targeted. Okay, let me see. The building manager, maintenance, and neighbors are willing participants. These folks don't even know. Yeah, in apartments, in my opinion, are the worst when it comes to gang stalking. And maybe I feel like that because I started off in an apartment, but before I moved, I've always heard that it follows you. You really can't escape it. Somebody around you is going to be a perp. So how I deal with it is knowing that the Most High woke me up to know that there are good and evil people, and you are going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal and learn how to manage your emotions. You can't manage the emotions of the gang stalkers, the perps, the handlers, whatever you want to call them, the devils and demons, witches and warlocks. You can't manage their reactions, because then if you do, then you're delving into witchcraft, because witchcraft is manipulation, and trying to control another person's outcome. And it's not just trying to get somebody killed. They have love spells. They try to make people fall in love with people. Just that's manipulation. Or people, they want to take people's will and manipulate it to do whatever they would have them to do. That's witchcraft. You can't manage that, but you can fight against it through prayer, through casting down of spells and amulets and potions, and poisons. That is why the Most High said, pray over your foods before you eat. And now look at your foods from an experience. That's why I'm on here to update this video. Because we are definitely in the last days, and we are definitely in these movies that the Wicked put out here. Soylent Greens is the movie that is being played out now. Yeah. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you go back and look at that video where I even compared the meat that I had last night to a guy that had did a video on TikTok where he actually had a half of a breast of a female that they sold. You have to, almost like, you guys, I know as targeted individuals, as chosen ones, we have all referenced the Matrix. Okay, right? So right now you are in the kitchen of the, what was she called? The Orc. Okay? And what did she tell Neo? That he wasn't the chosen one. You're not the chosen ones, guys. Let me say that. Maybe that might get you heated, activated. You're not the chosen one. You're not targeted. You see, after Neo left the kitchen, you're in the kitchen. I'm the Orc. Let's roll with this. And she said, you're not the chosen one. But here, have a cookie. She was baking cookies at the time, remember? He left out of the kitchen with his cookie, passed all the gifted children You know, the children that were bending spoons with their minds, changing matter with their minds. Sometimes the opposite of what someone says will activate what actually they know that is in you. Because some of us have something called, huh, well, let me show you. Unconsciously, you see. Soon after, the Auric told Neo that he was not the chosen one. Well, then that's when you start to see Neo fight the demons, the men in black, what were they called? The program. You started seeing him fight the program in the subway station, dodging and leaning from all the bullets that they were firing at him at rapid pace. And he was with, what's the girl's name? At that point, he knew he was the chosen one, right? You following me? The Auric activated his thoughts. He didn't really want to be the chosen one. He came out the kitchen and told, gosh, I don't know why I can't remember. That movie's been so long ago. Y'all know who he told, the black guy. No, I'm not the chosen one. Content almost not to be the chosen one. But he was activated. So you got to dodge all the many bullets that are coming your way, that are being fired at you at rapid pace. At rapid pace, these bullets are being fired. But how fast are you moving through the storm of bullets? You see, the storm of bullets are them vandalizing your cars, your matter. Because that's all it is matter. But the question is, does it matter to you? Because if it does, then they got you. You're stuck in the matrix. You're stuck in the illusion that the bullets that they're firing at you are real, and you perceive them as real. You're stuck in the matrix if you believe that them coming and vandalizing matter, property, is real in this simulation, matters, and it affects you mentally. You're stuck in the matrix. None of this matters because this reality is not real. Just like Neo, and they came down here to the Matrix. It's a training site. The mothership is up there. They came down here to train. You're here to train. You're here to activate your gifts. But first you have to be told you're not the one. Or you can die in the matrix. It's all walk through the program. Because the mothership is there, and yeah, if you make it, you'll make it to the real reality. Vandalism, tampering with foods and items, well, who gives a damn? Because it's all matter. It's part of the program, right? Only think about the simulation in the movies, in the simulation. So if that is you, think on it like that. Does the matter here matter to you? You thought you dream. Now, I know dreams can be manipulated um, depending on how you view dreams. Dreams come from, and you actually have to have discernment of your dreams. If they are creepy dreams, and I don't know what you mean by creepy dreams, but if they are, most of the times they are from Satan. Now, mind you, high priestesses and high warlocks deal with, and so they try to project themselves into your dreams. They try to astral plane, is it astral plane, into your homes and things like that. So I don't know what the dream is to even actually, I would try to help you understand the dreams. But yeah, rebuke them. Rebuke every evil dream upon awakening. Do not come into a covenant with a negative dream. That is part of your warfare within this realm. With a dream that you do not understand, you must rebuke it upon awakening. Do not come into a covenant with that. See, the thing about it with us, we are down here. And we are not using the tools to fight within this realm. But since I use Neo and I use the man as a example, I'll continue on those because before they came down here, back down off of their ship into the simulation, which we call the Earth, they got downloads, right? They got downloads. Within those downloads, they were taught how to fight. They got their weapons. Y'all remember him going into a blank white room and they uploaded the program for the weapons room and all those weapons came shooting out of nowhere? So he got to pick his weapons before he came into the simulation. You see, you picked your weapons. Well, let me say this. The Most High picked your weapons. But you don't know how to use them. Your bullets, which we do need here. Don't get it twisted. You do need weapons that are of matter. And when I say matter, matter is something solid, something you feel, you touch here in this matrix. But does it matter to you? But there's spiritual weapons that also you must use down here, because trust and believe, those high priests, warlocks, and witches, that's all they deal with, is the spiritual realm in conjuring up demons to come harass you. Literally. Literally. Jump into people. Activate spirits in people that have been in there, spirit of murder, the spirit. These things, this stuff is real. Manipulate your dreams. And when you wake up not knowing, everything is an agreement, a form of agreement, a contract. I had to realize that the Most High is the ultimate, let's say, CEO agreements. And he'll honor those contracts and agreements, even if it comes from the devil himself. He'll honor those contracts and agreements because he gave you the book, the Bible, to navigate this realm. But the way we were taught the Bible, we weren't taught that it is actually a sword, a real weapon that helps you when it comes to fighting. You see, when the devil has his contract, his strong man has taken effect in your life, you allowed that strong man to have a place. He holds a contract. Until you realize that you have to break the contract with fasting and prayer. Fasting and prayer. When you have to go before the Most High and repent for whatever in your life, because we here in this realm don't realize that certain things that you interact with, touch, bring into your home, they are actual contracts that you are signing with the devil. See, a lot of us here are so concerned. We concern ourselves too much with what them people in Hollywood are doing. We concern ourselves so much with what the people in the music industry is doing, and the contracts that they have signed, the blood oaths that they have that they've signed or they joined. People on these YouTube streets are so concerned with that. But yet and still don't have two thoughts, to put together concerning the contracts that they have signed. Start taking this stuff off. They're not concerned. They're concerned with what's going down in the music industry, y'all. They're concerned about in Hollywood, the actors and actresses, the distractions that the devil loves that you are so concerned with. And not to say that those contracts are not real. But like that young man said, the creepy dreams that are not of the Most High, and you don't break those things, well, you're signing a contract. And the longer it sits there, the longer you fail to break those contracts, The strong man has a hold in your life. Witchcraft. With the devil. With the devil. Has anybody ever told you that? Why you sit and you're behind got contracts out on you, and the devil holds them, and it's called the strong man. You see, and it's not going to be. The devil does not have access to your life unless you open the door. And how do you open the door? By dealing with stuff in this world that y'all see this going in and out. Y'all see this going in and out. These breaking these contracts that you should be concerned with. Y'all see this live stream keep flickering in and out. Break the contracts. Yeah, it keeps buffering. Yeah, it keeps buffering. That's because these Satanists, the devil is. He don't want me to tell y'all about these doggone contracts. Let me show y'all something. We just went in to watch the video. Audio was back up, right? Y'all see, talking about this video. As soon as this stuff started buffering, I went over here to go in to my settings. Y'all see that message? I'm getting signed in as Nikki Nicole Talks. I was already signed in. I was already signed in, y'all. They don't, yeah. Y'all don't think this is real? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The devil don't, because this video wouldn't have started buffering like it did. It wouldn't have started signing me out of my own. And we were just on the channel. I didn't sign out of nothing. Anyway, you gotta use your spiritual weapons, guys, when you're out here fighting these doggone demons and witches. I worked in engineering, have 4-year degree, have passed, and they have made me exactly, because they'll have that power. I mean, they can use those documentations in court. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. You have to be careful with them. Let's see. You are correct, Hartman. Broadcast, but it's been ringing and going off. Satan, I bind you in the name of Jesus. Satan, I bind you in the name of Yahushua. Sit down somewhere. Go walk dry places, Satan. That's what you can do. Your time is up. That's what you tell Satan. That's how you start fighting. Y'all thinking like, oh, Nikki Nicole, that's silly. No, that's how you deal with Satan and his witches, warlocks. Bind them. Send them walking back into the dry places. The demons and devils that they're sending your way, bind them in the name of Yahweh Shai. If you want to bind them in the name of Jesus, bind them. Because you have discernment. I mean, you have authority in this realm. Bind them and send them walking. Cast them out of your homes. You have the authority to do so. Start talking about how to use your spiritual powers. Not concern yourself so much with what's going on in the contracts that the entertainment world has. Concern yourself with the contracts you made with the devil. And understand that the Most High is about legalism. Straight up and down. Because if it was not so, he would not make covenants with you all. Covenants that are going to come to pass. See, that devil that made me and warlocks, I'm telling you, you better start using your spiritual weapons. So that's when I realized it was deeper than just neighbors. Yep, buffering, something terrible. Oh yeah, when the buffering started, saying it's powerful because it keeps freezing. They're tampering with your sound. Amazing. Yep, it's crazy, but it is what it is, guys. I'm out of here, and remember, this is assimilation. You are being tested, and a lot of us made contracts where there are a lot of people who, even with them being awakened, have not even started to teach you all about. Because everyone who's awakened, it boggles my mind. It's almost like the ones that were in church, they always feel holier than thou. They will not tell you that they touched things. It may look innocent. They've worn garments that may look innocent. Contracts that they've made that they're not telling you how to fight and break. Whether it be from you sleeping in, shopping, putting things into your home, contracts. Those are the contracts you should be concerned about and how to break them. And since us as chosen ones and targeted individuals love movies, well, we feel that they tell us things, especially people, chosen ones who don't believe in the Most High. There was a movie, what was it called? And it actually is reflecting what I'm telling you now, because they're telling you Satan, and he was a lawyer. What was that movie? Devil's Advocate. Let me see if I can pull it up. So y'all, that's the name of the movie. I can't spell word with Advocate. Let's see if it'll pull it up. Nice. Now it wants to buff. The devil he's a hater. Because it is not, I can't do nothing. The Devil's Advocate, guys. Look it up. Hold on, I think I got it. Hold on. Because I don't want y'all to, since I know a lot of us will believe a movie because we know that the evil side communicates through their movies, because we don't want to believe that the Bible is a form of communication from the Most High. So look at this movie. It's called The Devil Advocate. I'm gonna end on this movie because this is telling you everything in this realm, and the Most High is a Lord, is a legalist. It's about legal rights. Does the devil have a legal right in your life? I don't care if you have said, I'm awoke and I've given my life, I've changed my life in your life. Let me flip this around. Y'all see this movie right here? It's called The Devil's Advocate. This man right here, what was his name? Al Pacino. Al Pacino plays the devil. He's a lawyer. The devil is a lawyer too. The devil knows his legal rights in your life that allows witchcraft, allows things to happen. It's not just about people in Hollywood signing blood oath contracts. The devil is here. He's seeking out who he can devour. And it's not just famous people with gifts of singing and acting. It's everyday humans he's trying to drag to hell. Let's just get a peek. This is a learning experience. Let me see. I don't know what this scene is. Let's see. Man, you don't want... Y'all see it buffering? That's my background. Y'all see this buffering? Y'all see this buffering? That devil don't want you to get it buffering. You're mad, devil. I know you're mad. See. Let's see if I can get this to play. The devil don't want, he don't want me to show y'all. That doggone thing. Y'all see it buffering. I tell y'all, that's too funny. That's too funny. It's because it's real. Because it's real. Y'all like to know about Neo and the Matrix? Get this movie. I don't know how, is it rentable on, I'm sure you can rent, buy or rent it. You don't have it. Yeah. Y'all like to reference the Matrix. Y'all like to reference, what's the other one everybody likes to, what's the guy where he wakes up and his life is on TV? I can't remember that movie, though. People reference it like crazy. Since we looking at movies and about our lives, why don't y'all look at this one? Why don't y'all look this movie up? Why don't y'all watch this one? The Devil. Most y'all won't. Because y'all want to look up stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the Most High. But I implore you to look it up. Truman Show. Thank you. The Truman Show. Y'all love to reference that doggone Truman Show. Yeah. I go outside, they go outside. Truman Show. Woo, Lord. I came to a stop sign, they came to a stop sign. The Truman Show. Can't lie. Synchronicities happen. Look up this one. I just broke it down for you. You're dealing with contracts. Well, I'm not in Hollywood. I'm not a rapper. I'm not famous. I'm not a singer. You're human. If you're a child of the Most High, well, you see, the devil knows he messed up. And he wants to drag as many people to hell as he can. Everyone is not going to be gifted with the voice of song. Everyone is not, whatever people put on these pedestals. Do you think the devil cares about that? Those people he puts on those high pedestals are only his high puppets. People. The Most High's creation is who he wants. He wouldn't put or elevate these people on these high platforms to be inhabited by demons, only to have concerts to crickets. People is what the devil wants. To join him in the lake of fire by his pipers that he sends out into the world. Contracts, clothing, rockaware, and symbols with skulls and bones, and symbols with the peace sign that you think, the circle with the, you think is peace, which is witchcraft. It's a broken cross upside down in a circle. It's on your garments. You have children wearing it. Contracts. You think it's simple. Those are contracts that you have signed. Foods that you eat. Amulets, potions. Be wary of gifts people give you. Be wary of gifts that people give you. Not just words people say, because people try to entrap you and ensnare you with their words. But this takes discernment. Just because somebody says, you look nice, or give you a compliment, you can receive a compliment. I'm talking about people that want to always, consistently, constantly, not tell you once or twice, people you don't know in your life, constantly. Ooh, baby. You are so fine to me. You are, ooh. Every day I wake up, I just think about you constantly. These words, you're so beautiful. Beautiful. I'll drink your bath water. Words. Constant, I can't think of the word I want to praise. Constant praise is a trick of the enemy. It's a trick of a narcissist as well. They call it love bombing. Gifts. Before this word narcissism blew up across the internet, a lot of women were ensnared with love bombing, the trap of the enemy. Men as well. You see, I know you guys heard about, oh, he's gonna fly me out to wherever, Prada or whatever. Oh, this person's gonna give me, oh, he gives me this and this amount of money. Beautiful women get ensnared and trapped by the enemy's traps. And this is something, tool that the narcissists use, and just wicked people, the giving of gifts, so that they can get your mind off of the defense. And I'm not saying you have to be stuck on defense all the time, but you have to have a partial defense up. Once they've given you all these gifts, the manipulation comes in and the control takes hold. Me. I'm not saying all men, just weak men that watched all of these things take place. Women are hearing of women getting flew out to Vegas and flew out to some party, set up in hotel rooms. Yeah, these men got jealous. Well, see, there's female narcissists out here, female demons that were doing the same thing, ensnaring men in their traps, flying men out, flying men here, there, gifts. A lot of you men that have never encountered, per se, a woman that would fly you out, a woman that would so-called take care of you, because a lot of weak men look for that type of woman because they want to be taken care of instead of fulfilling their roles as men on this planet. They want to be the sugar babe, but get ensnared. Once what was given shortly will be taken away. This is called love bombing. This is a strategy of the enemy. But this is what the Most High spoke about. That tongue, the flattery, the gifts. Once these gifts are taken away, the manipulation starts, the sex starts. All of this is in a time period where they ensnare you. Valley Live Cam. Without a live cam. What does that mean? Once they ensnare you, then they break you down. The narcissist, the human body that inhabits a true demon. I don't care what any psychologist says, philosophy, philosopher says, I don't care what they say. These people inhabit a demon. I'm not saying that regular, everyday people cannot inhabit a demon and have it cast out and be who the Most High made them to be. No, narcissism, these demons have overtaken them. There's no casting it out. The Most High has rendered them a reprobate mind. That demon is in full control. There's no casting it out. It's seeking to destroy the person that they have ensnared in their net. They must love bomb them, get them hooked to their cooking, their sex, whatever they get them hooked to, and then destroy them. Then discard them and put them on a shelf. Their harem is what they call it. So when they run through however many people they've discarded and put on that shelf, that harem shelf, when their supplies runs low, usually because they're feeding off of those people that they're ensnaring. They always need supplies because they no longer have the capability of feeling love, the emotional aspect of love. They no longer have that capability. Seeing but cannot touch. The aspect of sympathy. Crying, expressing. They lost that. But they see it in their victim. And they go after them to drain all of those emotions that a lot of people sit and say. That is so weak of you. Look at you crying. Look at you. Are you weak or something? I'm not saying men need to cry and have temper tantrums in the street, but men are taught not to even express their emotions. Well, in the privacy of your own home, you can express your emotions and cry, but you're taught to hold those emotions in, and women now too. And so you have all these mixed up people. And on the other hand, you have no longer will be able to attain those emotions that so many people suppress. So many people don't understand that that is a gift of the Most High God. You hear them say, you're so emotional. You hear people say that. They're telling you, don't be like the Most High God. You see, because the Most High God gave you what He has, emotions. He laughs. He's angry. He gets angry. Emotions. He gets jealous. Emotions. He feels for you and I, because had He not, He would not have sent His Son from our sins. Constantly confusing you with the word. You're so emotional. It's not that you shouldn't be emotional. You should have emotions, and thank God that you are still able to feel. It isn't for everything. But when you hear people say you're so emotional, those most likely are narcissists, and they're mad. You're so emotional about it. It's about how you manage your emotions. Men and women. But to have emotions is a blessing. To manage emotions is maturity. The narcissists come in to steal all of that. Shaking my head, too much truth. Oh yeah, the Truman Show. Love you, lady. Awesome job. Thank you. Need it. If, and then you went to without a live cam. I didn't know what that comment meant. So guys, I'm getting ready to get off of here. The video is back up regarding last night's live. Somebody reported the video to have it taken down. I don't know who reported it, but maybe one day Facebook will do like, from what I hear, TikTok is doing. And with TikTok, people constantly get their videos or lives reported. Well, if you reach out on TikTok to TikTok administration, they'll send you a list of people that are reporting your videos. Hopefully that'll move throughout these internet platforms so that you can start seeing who's reporting your videos. And it's funny because I know I've heard of watch, spam your videos. If you go onto other accounts, there's a footprint, there's tracking abilities. It doesn't matter if you change your IP address. It doesn't matter any of that. You can be tracked. People think they're smarter than the average bear when it comes to being on these internet streets. But these folks I told you when Johnny Depp had his hearing, and that forensic scientist for the internet came on and busted, I don't know that woman's name, Amber, when she tried to lie. They got something for these people who think that they have conquered these internet streets and moving in and out of different profiles and trying to manipulate. In the end, they're going to be revealed one way or the other. So, all right, guys, I am definitely out of here, and much love.